Ark. Official. Small tribes. Solo. Even the greatest of Ark players shriek at the sound of those very words. These are the stories of one man, and his name is...
Here's Johnny!
What's up everyone? I'm super pumped to be kicking off a new series with you guys on the Ark Small Tribe servers. I've got nothing but my somewhat decently leveled character. I do have most of the tech engrams, but I'm going to be starting off on Gen 2 since it's super easy to get started there solo. Who knows, maybe I'll get lucky with some good loot crates or something like that to get me off my feet. I'll just start looking around and we'll see what happens from there. I hopped onto a Gen 2 server and started looking around for some easy loot, maybe some hidden bases or something, and not even 30 minutes in, I came across a super sneaky base down in the underwater zone. It definitely had some decent loot to get me going, but I would soon learn that this loot would not come for free. This base actually had a decent amount of resources that I could put to good use. Some metal, poly, cementing paste, electronics, gunpowder, even some turrets and some gear and some other weapons to get me going. Unfortunately, the cryo fridge wasn't full. There was a wyvern for me to use, which is better than nothing, but nothing crazy. I decided to just organize all the resources and try to craft up whatever I could. Rockets. There we go. Nice. 23 rockets. 2 rocket launchers. Solid. Let's put in a crystal. See what else we can make. 3 more. Got some poly coming though. Really need to upgrade this to a heavy. Just electronics. Yeah, he's slow on electronics. Just as I was finishing crafting up some gear, this base's loyal protector had returned. For the sake of this video, we'll refer to him as One Punch Man.
Nope.
Oh, he wrecked me. Stayed too long. Oh. Good thing I had a sleeping bag nearby. Hope I can still get some of that loot. Dang, he got out. He got out with the good stuff. Grapple. Okay, still got my grapples. Ah, oh, he got the wyvern. Bummer. See if he comes back. I hope he comes back. After some scuffed attempts to defeat this guy, he had decided to make a run for it. Okay, let's see if I can catch him. I wonder if he knows I'm following him. Where's he going? To another hidden base or what? No idea where it went. As I was looking around for One Punch Man, I found a small hole in the ceiling where I found what appeared to be an item cache bag. Could this be his death cache? Getting to this bag proved to be difficult, as there were many aggressive sea creatures nearby, which could kill me in just a few hits. Oh, yoink. I got him. Nice. Got my rifle, got my lighter. After a few desperate attempts, I had finally come out with the loot I needed. And in the end, One Punch Man was no match for your boy.
Here's Johnny!
Now that I had found some decent loot, I put some of the most important things in upload and decided to craft a hidden storage stash for the rest of it. With my best loot now stashed away for safekeeping, I decided to continue my hunt for more loot and quickly discovered some strange noises coming from afar. I think these guys were performing some sort of tribal ritual or something. You kids have fun, I guess. Instead of farming up to get to tech tier, I decided to try my luck at the loot drops. Getting a tech bow, tech rifle, astro saddle, turrets, or any tech structures would set me up for some easy raids or get me started on a real base of my own. Alright, cue the farming music.
We don't care when you call our name. We don't care, we are just the same. We ignore the waste and we ignore the fire. We need a miracle. Watch over there.
After maybe 3 hours of running loot crates, I still had hardly any decent loot, and still no tames except that one wyvern. Most of the loot crates were pretty crap if I'm being honest. I decided to go to Crystal Isles to get an Arthro so that I can easily break through any metal structures I came across. Desperate times call for desperate measures. After several hours of grinding and scouting, I had acquired a decent amount of gear as well as a not too shabby spot to stash all of it. My next goal was to see what kind of bases I could get into.
Oh, what do we have here? Some flak, electronics. Tech sword, another shoulder cannon, nice. Nothing here.
Here I found a hidden base with unpowered turrets and only a scuffed metal wall protecting it. A perfect raid candidate for my new Arthro. Wasn't much here at all, but some free metal is always worth the effort. I still hadn't found enough Ellie to tame an Astrodelphus, but with an Arthro it's stupid easy to get shards by breaking into leftover pin-coated tech turrets. These forgotten capped tech turrets gave me plenty of Ellie to tame not one, but 2 Astros. I continued looking and found one not too hidden base.
Oh man, 27 turrets in there. This is not going to be easy. There's looks like one guy in here. Where are the turrets though? That's the real question. It's hard to see. Okay, they're all facing that way. Might be able to get rocketed if I get the right angle. I don't know if this will be easy or kind of hard to get in. It's going to be awkward, that's for sure. There's a cheeky little spot here. Probably need to go craft up a bunch of C4. And I already have a good amount of rockets, so maybe just the C4 and be in. Yeah, those turrets, they don't really have much of a angle there on anything. They're going to be line of sighted a lot of the time, it looks like, the way they're positioned. You can't stay online forever, so I'll have to wait till he's offline. Alright, let's try to get a better look here. There's a turret right there. Oh, turret right next to me here as well. I can easily get that one. But the turret back there would be a problem. I'm trying to think how I'm going to do this. This is a bit of a tight squeeze here. I don't have any good flak or anything or any soakers. Pretty much have nothing except some rockets and a tech rifle and not too much Ellie though. If I go this way though, am I gonna be able to get up on that if I just place a campfire or what? I think you have to get up there with a campfire. There's a little glitch you can do by crouching on the campfire to get up into these. Despite having nothing but some scuffed gear and a few explosives, I decided to give it a shot and see how far I could get. Their offline timer wasn't getting too high, so it was a good chance they were just off doing something out of render range. I put up a simple little fob nearby, stored up my raiding gear, and started trying to clear as many fence supports as I could to make it easier to get in. Okay, a little closer.
After I cleared a few fence supports, the base's owner turned up. And boy, was he pissed. He quickly shot down my Arthro, which then spiraled us into probably an hour straight of PvP. didn't take me too long to realize that this was not just a solo player. There were tons of them, at least 3 or 4 online. It was a pretty good time, but I realized it would be impossible to raid this kind of base solo while they're online, so I had to make the decision to back off and call a truce with these guys. I was chatting with them a bit, and they were pretty chill dudes. Too bad they ended up getting raided the next day by another tribe. At this point, I was still desperate for more gear, resources, and tames, but luckily the ship had changed to the purple element cycle, which made it a perfect time to run some more drops and also get stacked up with plenty of Ellie. I also thought it was about time to tame up some Maywings to greatly increase my traveling speed. I finally got to a point where my hidden stashes had a decent amount of loot, and it was probably a good idea to finally move everything into a defended base location. After days of living out of scuffed, hidden storage stashes, I had gotten a nice and cozy place to keep my best items, do some crafting and breeding, and continue to make progress solo in an under-the-radar spot. I was able to casually do some scouting, do some poly and CP runs on Crystal Isles, and run loot crates whenever I felt like it. Things were nice and chill, until they weren't. Just a few days later, I logged onto a raided base. I wasn't able to log in for over 24 hours, so I kept nothing in upload. Basically, all of my progress up to this point was gone in an instant. But I decided to do what any determined solo player would do. I kept going. Instead of giving up, I was willing to give it one more hour of hard work to see if I could turn this disappointing fresh start around. And the purple drops were a perfect opportunity to turn to. Just when I was thinking that there was no more hope for me, I came across this lovely loot crate, which gave me the exact thing I needed to turn this around, a tech bow. Naturally, I needed to take this bad boy out for a spin, so I went on a massive taming spree. I also ran some more loot crates, and just like that, my hidden storage stashes were back to their former glory. That tech bow gave me exactly what I needed to do some taming, PvPing, and raiding, and gave me new motivation to keep going strong. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode. In the next one, I'm going to be doing something I'm pretty sure nobody has done ever in Ark. Hope you guys are pumped for that, and Fjordor is also right around the corner, and you better believe I'll be there trying to get some enjoyable content for you guys. I'll catch you all in the next one.